Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about prime and composite numbers. So, what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are numbers that have exactly two factors, 1 and the number itself. For example, numbers 2, 3 and 5 are prime numbers because the only factors that they have are the number 1 and the number itself. So, the number 2 has two factors, 1 and 2. What about composite numbers? Composite numbers are numbers that have more than two factors. For example, numbers 4, 6 and 8 are composite numbers, because they have more than two factors. Number 4 has 1, 2 and the number itself 4. But, how can we find all the prime numbers from 1 to 100? Over 2,000 years ago, a Greek mathematician called Eratosthenes made a simple tool for sorting out prime numbers. This tool is called the sieve of Eratosthenes, and the figure below shows how it works for prime numbers up to 100. Then, the first thing we do is crossing out the number 1 since it's not a prime number because the only factor it has is the number 1 itself. Then, we circle the number 2 since it's a prime number and start crossing out all the multiples of 2 until 100, as 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 and so on until the 100. The next number in line it's 3. We circle 3 since it's a prime number and then we start crossing out all multiples of 3 until 100, as 9, 15, 21, 27 and so on until 99. Then we circle the next available number, that in our case is 5, and then cross out all the multiples of 5, as 25, 35, 55, 65, 85 and 95. We do the same by circling the next number available, number 7 and finding all its multiples, as 49, 77 and 91. Then, all the numbers that are left are prime numbers, so, we circle them and this is how we obtain in an easy way all the prime numbers from 1 to 100. What are prime factors? Prime factors are the factors of a number that are also prime numbers. So, how to find the prime factors of a number? We can use two types of methods, the tree diagram and the division method. For example, finding the prime factors of 36 by using the tree method. Firstly, we write 36 as a product of two factors, 9 and 4. If a factor is prime, we circle it and if it's composite we write it as a product of two factors. So, we write 9 as a product of 3 and 3, and since 3 it's a prime number we circle it. Then, we write 4 as a product of 2 and 2, and since 2 it's a prime number we circle it. So, this is how we find all the prime factors of 36 and we write 36 as a product of all its prime factors. 36 equals 2 by 2 by 3 by 3. Using the division method to find the prime factors of 36. Firstly, we divide 36 with the first prime number that is 2. If it can't be divided with 2, then we check the second prime number. Then, we see if 18 can be divided by the first prime number 2. We get 9 and see if it can be divided by 2. And if not, we check the other prime number 3. We see that 9 can be divided by 3. The number 3 that we get can be divided by 3 too. Since the division of 3 by 3 it's 1, then the method ends. This is how we found all the prime factors of 36 and write it as a product of prime factors. 36 equals 2 by 2 by 3 by 3. Let's see another example using those two methods. Finding the prime factors of 80 using the tree diagram. Firstly, we write 80 as a factor of two numbers, 10 and 8. Since none of them is prime we write them both as factors of two numbers. 10 as 2 and 5. 8 as 2 and 4. Since 2 and 5 are prime numbers we circle them out. Then, we write 4 as a product of 2 and 2. Since both are prime numbers then we circle them out. That's how we found all the prime factors of 80 and write it as a product of them. 80 equals 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 5. Now, We'll use the second method, division method. Firstly, we divide 80 with the first prime number, that is 2. Then we see if 40 can be divided by the first prime number 2. We get 20 and see if it can be divided by 2. We see that 10 can be divided by 2 and the number 5 we get can be divided by 5. Since the division of 5 by 5 it's 1, that's where the method ends. This is how we find all the prime factors of 80 and write it as a product of them. 80 equals 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 5. Please like and share this video and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel to follow our future videos.